So just getting rid of that old OSB. That was stuff I had left over from the contractors when we had the addition put onto the house. If you don't know what OSB is, it stands for Oriented Strand Board, something like that. It's just basically, it's like plywood, but it's even weaker than plywood. It wouldn't have lasted here much longer. It was definitely getting bent and warped. The snowpack was piled up and then it rained, so I'm surprised it held up as long as it did. It wouldn't have been able to hold up, I don't think, for another round of heavy snow, and then having the snow melt and get wet or get rained on. It probably would have collapsed it. I didn't want it to collapse on any of the goats, so I want to make sure it was safe. So I'm taking that down. I am probably going to use some of those long pallets I have. I have pallets that are 12 feet long, 12 feet by 4 feet. I have a place, that one's left over from construction materials, but I have a place in Washington that I go and I get them really cheap. I think $5 I pay per pallet for 4 by 12. So that's pretty, it's worth it to me. And I'll use that to put across here as a roof. And then I have some metal roofing left over from the home edition that I'll throw up on there to make sure it's safe. And the metal roofing I think is the best. The snow slides off it pretty easily. That roofing is not bad either. That's what I built this past fall. I built that goat shelter and I shingled it with it's that stick-on self-adhesive rolled out shingle, whatever you want to I don't know what the heck I'm saying here. The like the roll of asphalt shingle self-adhesive roofing. So it's peeling up a little bit because it was cold and wet and, you know, this and that. When I put it on, it wasn't a perfect job. It was good for the shelter. I wanted it up there. I'm glad I did it because underneath that is OSB also. So OSB is fine as long as you put something on it to protect it from the weather. If you leave OSB out, like that plywood is T111, that's made to be out in the elements. This spring, the girls will come out here and paint that. My wife wants to paint it, do some, you know, funny little designs and stuff on it, which I could care less. If they paint it, I don't care what they put on it. But that stuff is made to be on the exterior of structures. That will last. The OSB won't last unless you protect it. So I'm gonna put some 12-foot pallets up there, across there to there, and then I'll put the metal roofing I have, that blue metal roofing. I only have 2 pieces, so unfortunately it's not going to be that wide. I'll have to get more if I want, because I think that's about 8 or 10 feet wide, that area. But either way, I want to protect it so the goats are safe, that the OSB doesn't come caving in on them. Like I said, OSB is fine for roofing as long as you protect it. If you just leave it out in the rain, in the weather, then it will get soggy, it will bend, it will eventually break, it won't last. But it was all free, so I threw it up just for the meantime, just to get ready for the winter. And since it's so nice out, and it's, you know, it looks cloudy and it's overcast, and that's the nature of living in the Northwest, but it's pretty warm. I mean, it's in the 40s again today, so I might as well come out here. The snow's melting away. I might as well get some outdoor work done while I've got the weather, while I've got the window of opportunity. Typically, I kind of expected to just be inside all winter doing indoor stuff. I was putting up a new kitchen light for my daughter in her house yesterday and figured I'd do stuff like that, but I just realized, you know, today I have this opportunity this week, and it's supposed to be warm again next week, so I'll take advantage of it, and I will go ahead and try and get any more outdoor work that I need done. So that's what I'll do, and I'll take some more video as I go along with all this. And there's my girl Ruby Tuesday watching me. Ruby Tuesday and Nutella and Gemini. Looks like I'm rebuilding a pallet. It's supposed to be easy using pallets. Because I would get two 12-foot long pallets up there. They're 4x12. So they're up there, good enough. It's sturdy, it'll hold. It's not pretty, just like everything around here. I don't have the money to build stuff that's, you know, brand new and, you know, looking perfect. It's not that type of homestead. I make do with what I got. Make do with all the scrap lumber and everything I have around the farm. So my plan is now to throw some OSB back up on top of the plywood. I've got plenty of old OSB that I really can't use for anything else, so I'll put it up there. And then I have some sheets of metal roofing left over. I'll put that on top of the OSB. So hopefully that'll at least hold for the rest of the winter. And again, you know, I've been at this for a couple months, and this is what I've got. So over the years, hopefully things will get better and look nicer and be a little bit, you know, better built. The shed is good. The shed's solid. That should last for years. I feel better if I have something else to protect them from the elements using that loafing shed. I kind of wanted it for the lambs when they were here on the property, because the lambs didn't really go into too many of the other structures. Whether or not they use it, I don't know, but at least I know I've got it here on the property. I'm offering it to them if they want it. Sounds weird, I'm offering it to them, but you know what I mean. It's there, it's available. If they choose to sleep outside, that's up to them, but at least I know I've provided clean, dry shelters, protected from the wind, you know. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll continue with it and hopefully finish it today. So it's not bad. It's not supposed to be completely, I don't expect it to be completely 100% waterproof or windproof, just to keep majority of the rain off, snow, and hopefully most of the wind. That's why I have some OSB blocking it back here. A little bit of wind will get in here. Our wind does come from the south all year long. A lot of our trees on the property are blowing towards the north. I'll have to get one more piece for over here, a mix match piece, because I'll probably just get that cheap galvanized metal. I think it's like $25 or $35 for a 12-foot piece, as opposed to getting, you know, spending another 50 or 60 bucks on a piece like this. So again, it's not supposed to be pretty, it's just supposed to be functional. So that's about it for now. I'm gonna put a couple screws in here to hold it in place, And that'll do for now anyways, for the next storm. And one more piece right here will do. All right, so I've got that job done. It wasn't something I planned on doing today, but I wanted to take advantage of the nice weather we've been having. The snow's melting. It's a good time to get outdoor chores done. So now I'll be ready for whatever weather we have in store for us, whatever the next rainstorm is, snowstorm, whatever we have coming our way. So if you've made it to the end of this video, that's another day in our 5-acre farm, and thank you very much for watching.